Hello and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Hull City in Football Manager 2018. And this episode takes place ASAP after that Man United game, the draw at Old Trafford. And this time we have another special game coming up. Because today we are playing at home versus Tottenham. And as you all know by now, for this season, Harry Kane left Tottenham to join us. So yeah, definitely a special occasion. But he will start on the bench. We need to rush him slowly. He's definitely coming in during this game, but he will start on the bench. For two reasons, of course, I'm rotating as a madman. As you know, I always rotate as a madman. Currently, in my starting lineup for this game, there's only two players that started the last game that starts this one. It's Joe Hart and it's Carbo. All the other guys have been rotated. So, and of course, you know, it's very important for us to play Keane a lot, because he's a man of the future and he's great, he's fantastic, and yeah, I'm looking forward to see how he develops in the future, and he was really good last season. The special thing, though, if you take a look at my lineup, you might notice a name that you didn't expect to see, and that I myself didn't expect to see, and yeah, that's Costas. So I need to tell you what happened. Last episode, I had got offers for two clubs. I'd made offers for him, and I had accepted them, and he was negotiating contracts with them, and that's why I signed Mr. Oxford here, Reece Oxford. And then all of a sudden, after the transfer window had closed, like 1 or 2 days after the game, it popped up that no, he has declined all the clubs. He is staying. So this season we have 4 central defenders rotate. There are clubs that are interested in him. Right now only Man City. Last time I checked it was like 2 clubs or 3 clubs, so maybe he will go in the January window. But this means we have an extra central defender, which means we are a little bit better prepared if we get an injury. And we can rotate even more than we did last season. So like, this is not terrible news. He's still young. He's still pretty good. It's not like I'm disappointed with it. It's just like I didn't expect it. So yeah, that's the situation we're in. And yeah, I think it's time for us to play Tottenham. As you can see, still quite a few players that are struggling with match fitness after the preseason, and that's probably the way we're going to be, because we are rotating a lot. We want to have a big squad. We want to have at least 2 good players that compete for every position. I think that's it might not be the best option in the short run, but in the long run, it definitely is. Especially like during the second part of the season, it's been a long one, a lot of cup games. Just to be able to rotate like a madman will give you an advantage. And this is the Tottenham team we're up against. Cavani up on top, and of course they had in the previous season they played with Keane in this position. So they still have Cavani up on top, and Cavani, if I remember things right, he scored against us last season. No, I know he did, but I'm not sure if he did it in one game or in both games. So maybe we should put some pressure on them. Now we have a young team, so I'm not going to put that much of pressure. I feel like putting a lot of pressure works better when you have more experienced players. And when you have a lot of young players, I feel like it's often better to talk a little bit positive to them, to give them a morale boost. But here is the kickoff, and it's going to be interesting to see Tottenham without Keane. And actually, Oliver here for Tottenham picked up an early potential injury, and I guess that's good news for us. Here's Carbo, the only outfield player that started the last game. And if he finds Keane breaks through, and that's not much trouble for Leoris. But the only good thing is we got the first highlight, and looking at statistics, we are dominating. Yes, I say that though, it's a highlight for Tottenham. The free kick that Davis just moves forward, and here is that injured Oliver. And here is a goal. Oh my god. We played just over 12 minutes, and yeah, maybe I shouldn't have been that happy with Oliver picking up a potential injury, because it doesn't seem to hinder him at all. And we are actually behind, and I mean, considering Tottenham have been struggling a bit the last 2, maybe 3 seasons, and they have missed out on Champions League 2 seasons in a row, and we are a team And now, of course, Keane picks up a potential injury, but that only means we are going to bring in Hurricane in halftime. And another injury, oh my god! I remember I was talking last season that I was considering Svensson, because he is picking up a lot of injuries. It doesn't say he's injury prone, but I'm guessing he's like just at the edge of the line to either become injury prone or just like really close to it. So I was considering selling him during the summer, but I didn't get any interesting offers. But this a new injury just make it more clear to me that maybe next season he will move on. But a very boring first half. We had that goal, but look at this. Not much going on here with shots and chances. We need to step it up a lot by the second one, and we're going to do that by bringing in. First off, of course, we're going to tell them that we are very displeased with the first half, but we are also going to bring in the man from Tottenham himself, Harry Kane, up on top. We're gonna change him around to become a advanced forward, focusing on attack. Also for the whole team, it's time to go attacking. And we're also gonna bring Maya a little bit higher up into the pitch. And Farrell, he's going to have you ease off tackles a bit, because don't want you to be sent off. And what instructions? Could go with you as a ball winner, so we still have some defensive balance. But a very disappointing first half, and we already, because of injuries, been forced to make 2 substitutions, and that's very worrisome, because that means that it leaves us with very few options to change things around here in the second half. But we need to put some pressure on them now, and we need to get back, because as I said, Tottenham has missed out on Champions League. I think it's 3 seasons in a row. And we desperately want to be in the Champions League. We need to be beating them at home. But right now, we're under pressure. And here is Tottenham. Here's Oliver again. And luckily, though, Joe Hart make no mistakes. Lukaku picks it up, though. Is it over? Will something come from here? No, it's not. Will not. Yeah, look at the chances. Like, it's nothing happening. Nothing happening at all. For any of the sides. I'm actually going to go a little bit crazy now. We're going to go overload. And I'm also going to speed things up. We're no longer going to be retaining possession. We're actually going to go for more direct passes. We need to change things around because things is not working right now. Clock is ticking. We are creating a few chances, but not even getting a highlight. I think it's time to go for our last sub. It leaves us in a bit of a vulnerable situation. But I think it's the right option. And we're going to go with Carbo. Haven't been great at all this game. We're going to bring in Afonso Sosa, because of course with Keane up with an injury, we can't go 2 strikers. This I believe is the best thing we can do in this situation. Yeah, I think that will be it. And here's Calabria, the throw-in. Goes for Sosa. Sosa wins the challenge. Into the box. Here is Harry Kane. Into the box. And can he do it? Yes, he can! Yes, he can! Yes, he can! Harry Kane scores his first Hull goal. And what better team to score it against than his former club, Tottenham. So look at these changes coming to effect. Sosa newly subbed. Sets up Harry Kane that we subbed at half-time. And we are back. But still, we are going to keep it like this, because we are not pleased with a draw. We are going for the win. We are going for the win. But here is Tottenham. Lloris with a goal kick. All the way to the defense. And we win it. Here's Sosa once again. He's going for another assist. Here is Kane. Kane breaks through into the box. And look at that. Look at that. And I'm going to say like this, because I know, we can't defend. Even if our life was online, we can't defend. Everybody has seen the series, know how crappy our defense is. So we're going to stay with overloading. We're going to stay with crazy attacking. And then maybe at the last minute we're going to try to park the bus or something. But look at this. Harry Kane has definitely started to pay off that huge transfer sum we paid to get him. And Afonso Sosa, of course, the super sub with both the assists. No mistake now. We're under pressure. No mistake. Maya. Lukaku. Gnabry. Sosa for Kane. Maybe Kane could play it. Here's Gnabry. Can they break into the box? Yes, he can. And look at that. Sergei Gnabry. And things look so much better. After a terrible first half, we are playing like gods right now. I'm dancing here in my chair, celebrating, and I hope you guys watching are dancing with me, because right now it's good to be a Hull fan, isn't it? Gnabry's first goal of the season, and I hope there are so many more to come, because he was very unhappy that I blocked his transfer during the summer. You might remember from last episode that there were clubs trying to buy him. I say no, and he became very angry. And he had a talk with me, and I told him you're not leaving, and he became even more angry. Joe Hart with the clearance, but yeah, maybe can win it back. Here is Kane going for Afonso Sosa, Gnabry, Farrell, Bowen, Sosa. Back to Bowen. Can they find Keane in the box? Look at that! It's the hat trick! It's the hat trick! Harry Kane with a hat trick! And this is why we bought him. This is why we broke the Hull's transfer record and spent so much money for him. Well, we did it because of the hat tricks, didn't we? What a beautiful one. Bowen with assist, but Sosa was the man behind it, set up Bowen. And talk about super subs here with Keane and Sosa. Crazy, coming on in half-time and already scored on hat-trick. Maybe some more to come, because here is Tottenham. And yeah, let's see what this highlight goes. We are under some pressure. We are under some serious pressure. Looks like they are breaking through. That was a very optimistic shot, and I am completely okay with them taking shots from that distance. They can do it. I'm very fine. Look at the chances, and we change things around with the tactics and the formations. Barely didn't have a shot during the first half. And now we're just blazing away with shots and chances. So glad to see tactical changes actually paying off. And well, Keane could have done better there, but Maya picks this one up. Gnabry going for Sosa, with Sosa going for a hat-trick and assist. And look at this, it's the hat-trick when it comes to assists from Afonso Sosa, and it's the 4th goal of the evening from Harry Kane. I mean, what a sensational second half. It's just crazy compared to the first one. It's crazy, it's madness compared to the first one. Look at this. Afonso Sosa, his 3rd assist. Harry Kane, his 4th goal. And yeah, this second half is basically like an early Christmas party when everybody gets presents and gifts and everybody's happy and there's a good food and yeah, basically celebration. And that's another long shot from Tottenham. That's no trouble at all. And that's a full-time whistle after a crappy first half. We had a sensational second one with the subs. Sosa with the actually Gnabry was a sub, Harry Kane was a sub, and then we had Sosa with 3 assists. There was a sub. So talking about impact from your substitutions, and of course we changed the tactics, we changed the instructions, and yeah, it's a very. We need to I kind of go passionate here because that was fantastic. And nobody agreed. Come on. At least we're going to talk to you, Mr. Harry Kane. 4 goals, 1 assist, 9.9 rating. Come on, we are going to tell you that. I'm kind of happy with your performance today. And I didn't even care. My God. Yeah, well, I guess he is stiff one, isn't he? But let's take a look at the league table. We could actually need to take a look at the injury here. Time to get word. 2 to 3 weeks we can handle it, and then we have Keane. 5 to 7 days we can handle that one too. Beautiful. So this brings us to this league table after 2 rounds, and we're actually in 2nd place. But of course, with 2 games played, it doesn't say much to be at 4 points to it. And of course, Chelsea has 1 less played. If they win, they will overtake us. But yeah, still. Harry Kane already top goal scorer of the league. And he replaced Lapadula, who was formerly the top goal scorer of the league. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I think that's it for this episode. It was a shorter one, but it was a very, very joyful one. Because I'm really happy now. Like, I'm smiling. I have a huge, huge smile, basically. But yeah, as always, thank you so much for sharing your time with me. And I'll see you in the next episode.